Example number 4. In this example, we have to locate the centroid of the given cross-section area. This is a channel section. Here dimension is 60 mm. Here height of the channel is 150 mm and bottom width of the channel is 75 mm. Here we have to note down one thing. The thickness of the channel section is not constant. Here 12 mm, here 10 mm and here 10 mm. In first step, we have to identify the type of symmetry. Okay. This is an irregular shape. This is neither symmetrical about horizontal axis nor symmetrical about vertical axis. This is an asymmetrical section. Okay. For asymmetrical section, we have to find out both x bar and y bar. In step number 2, we have to choose the reference axis. For asymmetrical section, I always choose bottom left corner as the reference axis. This is x axis and this is y axis. After that, we have to divide the composite section into number of individual sections. It is a combination of 3 rectangular sections. This is the cross section area of the rectangular section 1, 60 into 12 mm. This is the cross section area of the section number 2, 128 into 10. And this is the cross section area of the section number 3, 75 into 10 mm. Like this, we have to divide the composite section into number of individual sections. In step number 3, we have to mark the centroidal distance x1, x2, x3, y1, y2, y3. We have to mark it on the main diagram. To mark centroidal distance, first we have to identify the centroid of the individual cross section area. For section number 1, this is the centroid of the section number 1. Similarly, for section number 2, this is the centroid. This is the centroid of section number 3. This is the centroid of section number 1. It is called as G1. This is the centroid of section number 2. That is called as G2. This is the centroid of section number 3. That is called as G3. Now we need to mark the centroid of respective cross section area. Now let us start with section number 1. Let us start with section number 1. What is x1? x1 is the distance between centroid of section number 1 and reference axis. This distance, that is 30 mm. Okay. Next y1. y1 is the distance between centroid of section number 1 and reference axis. This distance. The total distance is 150 mm minus this distance. 150 minus 6. 150 minus 6 will get 144 mm. Now for section number 2. First let us mark x2. What is x2? Distance between centroid of section number 2 and reference axis. This distance. This distance. That is 5 mm. Next we have to mark y2. What is y2? Distance between centroid of section number 1 and reference axis. Okay. 64 mm plus 10 will get 75 mm. From this point to this point, the distance is 64 mm. From this point to this point, 10 mm. So y2 value is 74 mm. Now for section number 3. First let us mark x3. What is x3? Distance between centroid of section number 3 and reference axis. This distance along horizontal direction x3, that is 37.5 mm. Similarly, we have to mark y3. What is y3? Distance between centroid of section number 3 and reference axis along vertical direction. That is 5 mm. In step number 4, we are using general formula. To calculate x bar, we are using sigma x by sigma a. Since it is a combination of 3 parts, 3 individual sections, we are splitting this formula into 3 parts. A1 x1 plus A2 x2 plus A3 x3 divided by A1 plus A2 plus A3. Similarly, to find out y bar, centroidal distance along y direction, we are using this formula sigma ay by sigma a. This is the formula. After that, we have to calculate A1, A2, A3, area of section 1, area of section number 1, area of section number 2, area of section number 3. Now, what is A1? Area of section number 1, 60 into 12 mm. 60 into 12 mm. Now, What is the area of section number 2? Section number 2, 128 into 10 millimeter. 128 into 10 millimeter. Similarly, area of section number 3, 75 into 10 millimeter. 75 into 10 millimeter. Now let us substitute for A1, A2, A3. A1, A2, A3. Similarly, in this equation, y bar equation, A1, A2, A3. Now we will going to substitute for x1, x2 and x3. What is x1? That is already calculated. That is 30. And x2 is 5 millimeter. And x3 is 37.5 millimeter. This is the final value. Similarly, we have to substitute for y1, y2, y3. What is y1? 144. What is y2? That is 74. And what is y3? That is 5 millimeter. This is the final value. X bar is 20.40 millimeter and y bar is 73.50 millimeter. This is the final answer.